Hi, boys and girls. So I wanted to make this video for you because I know sometimes we can't always make it to the reading lessons. And even when we do, sometimes we just need to hear things more than once. So I'm going to go over the ready reading assignment you have today with you. Now, this is only for if you stay with me for reading. If you go to a reading specialist, then you won't have this assignment. You'll have the assignment that they assign for you instead. So I'm going to read through this with you, and we're going to go over the questions together so that you know exactly what to do for your assignment. So today we're starting lesson 1 in Ready Reading, and we're going to be focusing on asking and answering questions about key ideas. Now, a key idea is something, or a key detail is something very important in the story that if we were to take it out, the rest of the story just wouldn't make sense. Our learning target is that we are asking and answering questions about what you read, and it will help you understand the text. We ask questions to get information or to understand something. Often, questions begin with words such as who, what, when, where, and how, why, and how. As you read, ask yourself questions about the text. Then look for key details. Right here it says key details. Look for key details in the text to answer those questions. Asking and answering questions will help you understand the topic of the text. Now look at the picture. What questions do we have about what we see? So when we look at this picture, it says Prairie Dog Homes. And if I want to zoom in to read a little bit easier, I can press the zoom in button and zoom in a couple of times and then move my magnifying glass to see it better. So I look, and these are little prairie dogs, and I can see that they're prairie dogs because it says Prairie Dog Homes. I know this isn't a prairie dog, it's a wolf or a coyote, right? So these guys must be prairie dogs. And when I'm looking, they've got lots of different spots here. There's some spots where they go and hang out in here. It looks like there's an opening here that connects to this big tunnel. There's a lot of different spaces here, and I might have some questions. Now, some of the questions they might ask you are going to be on the next page. When we look at page 2, and the same thing, I'm going to zoom in so I can see it better. Maybe not that much. It says, what are the most of the animals in the picture called? The key detail to help us is the title. The title of the picture is called Prairie Dog Homes. So if it's called Prairie Dog Homes, and when I looked at the picture, I saw a bunch of prairie dogs, what are most of the animals called? They're called prairie dogs, right? Because it would be really silly to have the title of something Prairie Dog Homes and be talking about turtles, right? So we know that they're called prairie dogs. I'm going to press my text button and I'm going to type prairie dogs. If I forget how to spell it, it's right here in my key detail. And then I'm going to simply move it into its box. And I can make it a little bit smaller so it fits nicer. There we go. Question 2. Where do these animals live? Well, let's look at that picture again. I see in the diagram that it's got this ground here, right? And it kind of looks like maybe a desert or something, but I don't know that for sure. But when I see the prairie dogs, are they above the ground or under the ground? It looks like they're under the ground. It looks like that they might come up from the ground like this little guy here. But for the most part, they're all kind of hanging out down here. So where do they live? They live underground. And the same thing, I'm going to make my text box small so it fits here. Whoopsie. There we go. Just so it fits in that space. And then what key detail tells me that? Well, it's not the title. The title tells me Prairie Dog Homes, and I know that it's asking about their homes, and their home is where they live. But the title doesn't tell me where they live. The key detail is the picture. The picture shows the prairie dogs living in holes under the ground. And same thing, like it's really big here and I don't want to leave it that big. So I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller. Where'd it go? There we go. And then after that, I can move it if it will let me. There we go. Oh my goodness. This one's being stubborn, guys. There we go. All right. I can make it a little bit bigger if I want to. It does not have to be perfect. All right. Question 3. Why do these animals live underground? Why do they live underground? I mean, not every animal lives underground, right? Only some do. Let's look at our picture. I noticed that these little guys are all under the ground here. And there's somebody up here. Looks like a wolf or a coyote. We would probably call it their predator, right? The predator wants to eat the prey. And we know that it's probably a predator because it's bigger than them. And I know that coyotes and wolves are usually predators and they like to eat smaller animals. So, why do they live under the ground? Well, can the wolf fit under the ground? No, I don't think he could. So, they probably live underground so that they can protect themselves against their predators. So, my answer would be so they can protect themselves from predators. And then again, I'm going to resize it and move it in its space. Now, what is my key detail that shows me that? How do I know it's about predators? How do I know it's not where they find their food or because they like it where it's cool? Because in the picture, you guys, what does it show me? It shows me their predator right here sniffing for them, right? So our key detail is that in the picture, it shows a wolf. We'll call it a wolf. It might be a coyote. Trying to get the prairie dogs, but he can't because they are underground. Wow, that's a lot of text. I'm going to make it a lot smaller and then maybe a little bit wider because it doesn't have to fit perfect, but I want it to fit mostly in that box. That way I know where it belongs. At the bottom, it says take turns with your partner asking and answering questions about the picture using key details and topic. So unless you have a brother, sister, mom, or dad, or someone at home helping you, you may not have a partner to talk about it, and that's okay. We answered a lot of questions about this. We looked at why they live underground to protect themselves from predators, where they live, which is underground, and we also answered what they are called. If I was just shown this picture, I may not know the name of those animals. But the fact that the title is Prairie Dog Homes helps me understand that that's their name. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in the title. If you need to pause this video or rewatch or anything like that, please do so. This video is to help you guys be successful with this assignment. So rewatch it if you need to, pause it and write things down if you need to, and then you're going to complete this assignment in Seesaw and turn it in to me. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.